welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we will be talking about the top 10 alien abductions of all time. Top, nope, getting abducted.
Hello everybody and welcome again to Keystone Film Review. We just saw Nope. Written and directed by Jason. Written and directed by Jordan Peele. We got someone driving by. Written and directed by Jordan Peele, starring Daniel Kaluuya, Keke Palmer, Brandon Perea, Michael Wincott, Stephen Yeun, Ren Schmidt, Keith David, Devin Gray, Terry Notary, Barbie Ferreira, and many other people. Oz Perkins,
that are in there.
The son of Anthony Perkins, and also director of The Black Coat's Daughter. He's in there for a hot minute. But anyway, this is the latest Jordan Peele film. Many people are saying that he is the first horror director to have 3 masterpieces. Is that true? He would disagree with you.
Has there not been 3 masterpieces in a row? I guess that makes sense, huh?
Well, I mean, he said, he's just being humble.
Yeah.
But also, is this a masterpiece? That's the real question. This was one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
I would say so as well.
For those of you who are not aware, it's like an alien movie. And it takes place on this ranch that trains horses specifically for the motion picture arts.
Yep.
And they're just trying to capture on film or digital footage a UFO. Where do we begin?
Without giving too much away, yeah, that's pretty much...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much impossible to talk in detail about the plot without giving anything away. But I, for the most part, really enjoyed this. I felt like it was a slow start. It took a while to get going. Well, it had a really strong beginning, and then after that, it took a while to get back into it.
Yeah.
But then once it got going, I thought it had a really, really decent story and pacing and all that, and great performances as usual from everyone
I would
involved.
say pretty much the same. I think there's a guy pissed off walking right there.
He popped his tire.
He did pop that tire. He popped that goddamn pussy too. No, I think the movie was great. But it's just so hard to fucking talk about without, spoiling anything, because pretty much the premise, the synopsis of it is pretty much everything that kind of happens, but there's more, and that's spoiler territory. Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. He gets a lot of shit for... Not a lot of shit. People were kind of badgering him because Us wasn't as good as Get Out. And I loved Us.
I did too.
Not as much as Get Out, but I'm not going to badger the guy for not
What's the whole thing like, with M. Night Shyamalan, if you start with The Sixth Sense, even though it was his second film, it was his first big movie. If you start with a masterpiece, anything afterwards is going to be hard to please. I really enjoyed Us. I thought technically Us was a masterpiece. Maybe not story-wise, but technically it was a masterpiece, and even better than Get Out as far as shot compositions and symbolism within shots and all that. I agree that the Get Out story is better, but this... I really enjoyed it. It's a slow beginning.
And now for tea time.
He's walking towards us. What is he doing? This guy is fucking on something. But I really enjoyed it.
He's picking up pieces of his car, I think.
They must have gotten into an accident.
I think I know what happened.
What happened?
You know this dividing curb that's right there? They probably fucking slammed that. Yeah, that'll do it.
That's why you go slow when you turn people.
I'm a detective sometimes.
Yes, call me Batman.
Thank you for stopping in for some tea. Yes.
But yeah, I love this one just as much as the other two, honestly. I mean, even though...
They're all so different.
They're all so different, and that's what's really cool about Jordan Peele is that he's doing new things And they even had... We went to this live experience IMAX, and they did like a... Q&A between Keke Palmer and Jordan Peele, and they even said between each other that Jordan Peele's kind of like, it feels one of a kind to himself, the movies he's making. Like, although the concept obviously isn't one of a kind, the way he's telling it is one of a kind. And I think that's really cool, is how you come out of his movies feeling like, damn, that actually felt different from anything that I'm really watching lately. And that's always nice with his movies, and I really hope he continues with that, which I know he probably will.
Yeah. I full-heartedly agree. The trailer makes it seem like a just your typical alien invasion, alien abduction movie. And even parts before like more is revealed and everything, it kind of feels like there's a movie from the 90s that's based on a true abduction. Use air quotes because there is enough evidence to dispute both ways that it's fake or not fake. And I think it's called Fire in the Sky.
I was going to ask if that was it, actually.
Yeah, Fire in the Sky.
Is Mila Jovovich?
No, that's The Fourth Kind.
That's The Fourth Kind.
Fire in the Sky came out in 92 or 4 or something like that. But visually, parts of it are I felt were inspired. I could be completely wrong. Jordan Peele might not have even seen Fire in the Sky, although I feel like he probably would have. But this takes the whole idea of like an alien abduction and invasion story and like kind of like turns it on its head and does something completely different, like you were saying, like Jordan Peele was saying in the little interview there, and it's by far the most different alien movie I've ever seen.
I just think as a sequel, it's really fucking awesome. The way Jon Favreau really directed Cowboys versus Aliens, and what Jordan Peele was able to do with this,
Yes, it does feel like a Western at times, more of like a Western than that. I mostly forget Cowboys and Aliens, but
I mean, it was a good film for what it is. But.
Yeah, but it's definitely. I thought that too, where it definitely kind of feels like Cowboys and Aliens, but that's just mainly because the cowboy aspect.
It's all for a joke.
All for a joke, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really don't know what else I can say without giving too much away. But I also do we have enough to talk about for a spoiler review?
I think there's. I mean, as a movie as a whole, without spoiling anything, there's going to be plenty of other people who have spoiler reviews, which would make sense because you kind of need it. But as a movie as a whole, I think it's really good. A lot of the things that weren't happening in like real time, like the flashbacks and stuff that were going on, were kind of riveting, and like the whole theater was quiet while things were going down. Fucking gruesome things.
We had a great audience in our theater, which coming off of opening weekend Marvel movies, it's great to actually have
breath of fresh air,
an audience that is willing to stay silent for a movie. And it's I wish that was not so rare anymore.
Yeah, a lot of those flashback scenes were kind of just like edge of your seat, like Jesus Christ. And just gruesome. Jordan Peele even said in that live Q&A, he's like, I like to fuck people up. I hope he continues that too, because that scene, that you and I know the scene. If you've already watched it, you'll know the scene. That it's gruesome. It's going to be a little bit memorable for sure.
Definitely.
And to get more shit like that would be awesome.
Yeah. But I don't really have too much else to say. I really like it. I think the main reason we're not doing a spoiler review is because we really want people to go check it out for themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you could turn it off if you didn't want to hear spoilers, but I'm sure there's some people that would watch it. You should really check it out for yourself. It's very different from what I expected, and I appreciated that. And
the trailers made it feel like they showed the whole movie, because that's that's all they showed you. But luckily there was more there where they did not show you, which is nice. It's also a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. But I guess we should get into ratings.
Let's do that.
I'm still thinking on mine, so if you got yours,
I'm
go ahead.
I'm huffing towards a 4 and a 4.5. I want to say 4 though.
Okay.
Although it was a great movie, like I want to give it that 4.5 at least. I don't think it was exceptionally like masterpiece, but I still think it was on par with Us. I think I gave Get Out either a 4.5 or a 5, but I think it's just a step below that, right with Us at a solid. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4.
Both Get Out and Us I gave 5s for different reasons.
Yeah.
Get Out story was a 5. Us story was probably a 4, but I gave it a 5 just because the technical aspects of it were great. This, I would say, just because I have seen what Jordan Peele can do, I would give it a 4. It didn't impress me as much as Us or Get Out, but I still really enjoyed it. And had a lot of great visuals in it, and a lot of really messed up things, which was cool, and great performances as well. Also, Daniel Kaluuya. What was that?
That's fucking us with the 5 stars.
That's your rating?
I don't remember giving it that, but
No.
here we are.
Daniel Kaluuya was a great casting choice, or rather Keith David was a great casting choice
Yes.
to be the father of Daniel Kaluuya, because they just put facial hair on and they look like they could be related.
They do.
And just in like face shape alone, and the whole thing was very believable. I believed everything. I believed it. It's a documentary as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it
four
is.
for both of us.
4 for
We
both.
really got to stop meeting like this.
Well, last week on a podcast, we did not meet like that.
That's true. We didn't.
So maybe one bad date can go wrong.
Yeah.
But the rest of them.
Anyway, Nope is out in theaters, so go check it out. It's a good time.
Watch the skies.